Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. Catfish Tyler. Hello there. Yeah, it's unexpected, I know. Sneaking in here on you guys. Hello there. Let's give this a little bit of time for some people to get notifications that I'm going live. I was going to do this in a much different way, but ran into technical difficulties, so I'm here streaming today, and I'm going to ask you guys if you can help me out here. Hello, everyone. I guess I ought to, before I go too far into this, hold on a second. Yak baby first. Jason D first. David Corns, happy Sunday. Yes. I'll take a dab to celebrate. Good afternoon, everyone. Catfish Tyler reporting in with an update. Feeling very positive about tomorrow, but I want to discuss what I think is going to happen. Wow, already 14 people. Good morning. Tactical Gamer. 16? I don't know, maybe. It could even go higher. There's really no way of knowing how high we're going to see it go up tomorrow. A nice run up in the continuation of the rise in the after hours, as I suspected, and I told everyone. But I do want to talk about what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I want to talk about me trying this CapCut. I got this very cool video, and I'm ready to put it up, and they won't let me. I click on, and I'll show you here in a second here. Let me get this up where you guys can see it. Because here's the problem I'm having. Maybe you can help. So first let me see if you guys can all see this. Yeah, okay. So here's my video production that I've made. And I'm clicking on the little button up here that says export, okay? Export. And I click on that button, and then what it tells me is, it says, you are using standard features. Enjoy Pro at 40% off. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but that's what it says right there. And I don't want Pro. And so I just click X and exit off that. And nothing is exporting. It won't export this. And the reason I'm bummed out about it is because I really put a whole lot of time and effort into this little video that's a 1-minute video. And I'll actually show it to you all right now so you can hear it and see it and what I wanted to post on the CapCut, but I can't get the stupid thing to work. So I'm going to show it to you now, and you'll get to hear what I think is about tomorrow. And but I just wanted you to see the trouble I'm having here. It's ridiculous. I don't know why it isn't working. Let me turn this light off or down. Yeah, I'll just turn it off. And let me turn my TV on so I will have some ambient light and you can at least see me still. But now, and I'm also going to go on to my OBS here, and I'm going to increase the size of this so you guys can see this much, much better. And maybe you can help me with this problem I'm having here, okay? So here we go. There we go. All right, so let's get this video started. And here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you will be able to hear it okay, too. I'll try and get my microphone right down here by it so it's playing and you can hear it well when it plays down here. Whoa, 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 don't fall over, Stan. Don't fall over. let's move it over a little bit. There we go. All right. So here's my video for tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna even have to turn my TV off because it won't work with it. It's too much reflection. Hold on. So there goes my TV, and here we go. I'm gonna play you my video right now, and that I made on CapCut, and hope you'll like it. Well, good morning. It is Catfish Tyler, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about SoFi and tomorrow, and of course the day after, earnings. What we're going to expect. And I was listening to our buddy Tevis here recently, and he seems pretty positive, and I'm thinking pretty much the same way he does, that we're going to see a great blowout earnings with a little bit of surprise here and there. But anyway, I want to just talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want you to think about selling SoFi when it hits its high tomorrow. And the reason I want you to do that is because tomorrow, the following day, on earnings day, SoFi's either going to tank right out of the beginning where you can buy it at the low, or they're going to run it up high at the morning as soon as the bell rings after that great news on the earnings, and then they're going to tank it, all right? One way or the other, 90 times out of 100, SoFi gets tanked after earnings run up, okay? So we're going to take advantage of that, and we are going to be making a lot of money on it too, folks. We are not going to miss this opportunity. So let's just get with it, and let's make some big money tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you 8:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catfish Tyler, over and out. So that's my video that I got here on CapCut, and I'm ready to export it, and they are not allowing me to. They're giving me a real runaround about what I'm using for software or whatever. That's all supposed to be standard, and I don't know why it won't upload. But at any rate, let me get my stream up here, and maybe I can see what you guys are saying that could be helping me here. All right, let's see. Yak Baby first. Jason D, hello first. Alex Pachal, hey Cat. David Corns, happy Sunday. Jason D, I'll take a dab to celebrate. Yes, later. Landscape, $13.42 to $15. Tactical Gamer, 16? Question mark. Jason D, it'll be after hours run up. Hopefully we are all green tomorrow. Tonight will be a hint. You scared me. I thought the market was open. TH1 Fireman. No, that means you put effects on it that aren't free. That's not true. It says that they're all free. It says you're using standard features. That's what it says. I know I've tried to use other things before, and they said you can't use those, and so you have to edit and take those off. But it's saying right here when I click on it, it says you're using standard features. And that means you put effects on it that aren't free, but you're using the free version. You either have to take off those effects or buy the upgrade. Well, dadgummit, if I have to do that, I will. But I guess they're really just they're telling me that to use outlined letters now costs. I got to get premium for outlined letters. Well, actually, you know what? I have to admit, I've never tried to put up a video before. I've built the screens on CapCut, and then I screen capture that, and that's what I post for my thumbnails. So this is the first time, and you could be right that now that I'm trying to actually trying to do a video, that they won't allow me to use those letters. I can use them for my thumbnails, no problem. But when I try to export, boom, that's what yep. So you're right on those. That's probably what it is. So thank you. I'm glad we got a chance to talk this over, because otherwise, I mean, I'd be screwed right now. Let me move this back now where it needs to be. But I want to thank you very much for that tip. Yep, it needs to be. So I guess I got to take off all those cool things, and that's terrible. I don't want to. Yeah. All right, everybody, let's get on back up here and see who else is here with me right now. Let's see here. Tactical Gamer 16. Let's see. You should be. See, Monday might be red. Monday might be red. Well, I sold, as you guys know, I sold SoFi at the high on Friday, so I was selling at the high, and I got money. I got a fair amount of money now to buy back in with. But, all right, let's see. Monday might be red. Let's see. I just told you why it's doing that, Ty. Yes, Yak Baby. Yes, I understand. You can't use pro features if you're not paying. Yeah, I understand. It's with the video. I understand. I got it. I've just been lately. I've been building my thumbnails by. Let me move this out of my face a little bit. Lately, I've been building my thumbnails in CapCut and then just screen capturing that and framing it in and using that for my thumbnails. But this is the first time I've tried to create a video and use what I've been using for the thumbnails, and then I see they're not letting me use those things. So no big deal. I guess I'm just gonna have to pay to get the membership. Let's see here. Yep. Jason D, let's see. I just told him no need for a second explanation, LOL, and post attention to your chat more frequently, Ty. I answered this question minutes ago. Okay, I just told you why it's doing that. Yep. Yes, and pay attention, yes, to your chat more frequently. I do. Just be a slither, Jason D. Yes, we're good. James Bond, 007. Remove the text and it will export. Well, heck, I don't want to remove the text, man. It looks all cool, man. I got all the thing timed out, and it comes on right when I say these words and stuff. And man, I spent an hour and a half trying to get all that CapCut thing together just perfect and like that. And now I guess I gotta pay for it at least 1 month anyway to get that one that I can post today, right? So anyway, that's what I want to try to do. I want to thank you all for being here with me. 23 people here with me right now. And what I'm talking about is what I'm going to do tomorrow on SoFi. And so here's what I think is going to happen. One of two things is going to happen tomorrow with SoFi. It is either going to come out and be optimistic, because there's always good reason to be optimistic about SoFi earnings. They always overperform. That's the thing about Anthony Noto and SoFi that I like so much about his strategy, is he always under promises, and that makes it always easy to over deliver, right? He always under promises and always makes it easy to over deliver. I was watching Tevis yesterday. He was going over all of his numbers that he feels are coming our way for the earnings call. I was watching his video he put up last night, and I thought he was pretty much straight on, right on. Yep. What's up, Mark? Hey, Mark. James Bond. I think you're wrong this time. Why are you selling SoFi on Monday? I'll tell you why. This is why I'm selling SoFi on Monday, because SoFi is going to do one of two things on Tuesday after earnings. And I can go back and show you here, and just give me a moment to make my image smaller here. Just hold on. I'm going to make my image quite a bit smaller here. And then I'm going to show you why I'm going to sell SoFi. I will. I'll be happy to show you that. So first thing we're going to do is going to bring up our display capture, which is way down here now, and we're going to way up, move it up here, whoop, right under my picture, dook. And now we can go over here to SoFi. And when we get onto SoFi Technologies, what I'm going to do here is I want to show you what I have compiled over a very long time. It's called SoFi's Trading History. I'll show you that right now. SoFi Trading History. Okay. And one of the things that has always happened, unfortunately, with SoFi, and I go all the way back to 2 years ago, May the 1st. And on May the 1st, SoFi, 2 years ago, had an incredible earnings call. Their price was $6.61. And not then. I'm going to get all the way down here, get up here to May the 1st. There it is. $6.54 was their high. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look at May the 1st, they came out on and triple beat with their earnings call. Triple beat on May the 1st. And when they did that, 4 days later, the price had fallen 42%. Okay? Now, listen, I want you to pay close attention. May the 1st, earnings call came out, 2023. High was 654. It only was opened at 652 that day, folks. It only was allowed to go up, travel north 2 cents after the great earnings call right before the bell was released. The high only went up 2 cents from 652, and then it was beaten down with 360 million shares of trading over the next 4 days to a price of $4.59, where Catfish Tyler bought it for the very first time. And now I want you to pay attention, because after that, I was really nice. A week later, it was $5.60. I was up $1 a share. I had only bought 200 shares, so I only went in lightly at first. I was just kind of, I'm waiting. That's what I always do. And all of a sudden, what do I see happening here? From that date, 5 days later, David Chiaverini Day comes out. And that's when the price fell to the second lowest price it's ever been. The first lowest price was $4.24 on December the 28th, the lowest SoFi price ever, December 28th, 2022. And I want you to know that after that, folks, again, they had a good earnings. They had gone up about 30%. The earnings came out. They were beat down 42.5%. Then they started to rise 22%. I was feeling great. And then David Chiaverini came out, the 0-star rated analyst who made the price fall for SoFi to the lowest it had ever been, second all time. Then, ladies and gentlemen, just 30 days later, SoFi on June the 14th had risen from $4.45 to $10.23. And just so you know, it was the day after this, May 15th, that I started talking about SoFi on YouTube the very first time. So thank you, David Chiaverini, for inspiring me, because he made me so mad. I said, I'm going to start telling everybody about this dang stock, and I want them to all buy it in the 4s. And then 1 month later, it was $10, and everybody had tripled their money. They were very, very happy. All of my followers were very, very happy. And I told them also to sell there. I told them to sell at 10.13 through 10.20. And we did. I sold 75% of my stock then. And I had bought a lot of it on David Chiaverini Day. When they ran it down, I bought 2 blocks. I said, I'm in. And that was when I first got committed to SoFi, was that day when David Chiaverini tried to run it down, and I bought 2 blocks that day. And then I just kept buying it, and it went up. And then by the time it got to 10.23, I think I had 10 blocks. I might have had that many, 10,000 shares, maybe more. And anyway, to make a long story short, after that, sure enough, it was only 30 days later, they had it run down to 771. Got a little help from a downgrade from Morgan Stanley, who had $58,000. But folks, here's what I want you to see. Here's another earnings call that came out July 31st. 1170 it ran up to. The day before it had closed around $9 and something. And it went up to 1170, and look where the price was 18 days later, 789, people. So someone just said, well, why are you going to sell tomorrow? Well, I know it sounds crazy that I would do that, but tomorrow morning they're going to do one of 2 things to SoFi. And my belief is they're going to come at it right out of the gate and try to take it down. Now, I could be wrong, but man, I'm going back to May of last year, May the 1st. This is the same earnings after a first quarter, and they did a triple beat, and they were attacked for 4 days with 360 million. I have proof of it, folks. And they dropped all the way to 459. This is exactly 2 years ago, almost to the day we're coming up to here. So I'm going from history of what they did from there, and then I can come down here and I can look at May right here of the earnings call they had at the end, 764, and then the price dropped to 620 after the earnings call on that one. So I'm always looking for it dropping, but the day before earnings, SoFi usually gets rinsed out in the morning, okay? So I think that it'll be a very good thing to, number one, if we see it on some exuberance going up in the morning, to sell it at that high. That's what I want to do, because I expect to see a drop. no matter how high it gets, I think they're going to come at it pretty hard. I think SoFi could swing as much as $2 tomorrow. That's right. I think SoFi could swing at $2 tomorrow. And I'm going to make sure one thing and the other. One thing is that I'm going to buy it when it's on its low, and I'm going to sell it when it's on its high. And some people already know about me. I have a tradition. I've already got my sell orders on SoFi up to $39.88. So whatever it gets to for the high, I'm going to sell it there. Okay, all of my orders are going to be in place. So no matter what it gets to at the high, I'm going to sell. I promise you that. No matter what SoFi gets to at the high, I will be selling. Now, let me get over here to the stream and see what you guys are saying here. And 43 of you here with me. I thank you for being here. There's a lot going on here in the chat. Let me make sure I catch up to everyone. Jason D. Hay, James Bond, remove that text and it will export. Thank you. Let's get some green tonight. Yes, let's get some green. Surely I am not the only like. SoFi 17, maybe. I don't know how high it's going to go, VZ Rover. James Bond, why are we selling SoFi on Monday? I think you're wrong this time. Hey, I could be wrong, but 90 times, every single earnings call that SoFi's had, it's run up on earnings day and it's run down for 4 or 5 days afterwards, period. Every one. You cannot find one exception. Go find me one. You're not going to find it. Go find me one single SoFi earnings call where the price wasn't down 30% within a week afterwards. Find one. I dare you to. Go look. I've been doing this a long time, man. I've been doing it a long time. It will put your words as you're speaking to it in the text if you select for free. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Yak Baby. It will put your words as you're speaking to if you select for free. Okay, I read that they are not expected to beat this time. Well, I bet you did. You probably read that straight from David Chiaverini himself, or Baloney, or Triverino, or any number of analysts that have $3 and $4 price targets on SoFi. Let's see here. Woo, Sunday, catfishing. Yes, if they don't beat it, skyrockets then. Right? Absolutely, Jason. Yeah. Sell SoFi into strength Monday and buy when it dips after earnings Tuesday. Yes, this is what I'm telling everyone. Sell on the highs, and we're going to be selling. Yes, Gary Inwards, hello there. That's right. Nice artwork you've got today for me. Jason D. Watch. Yes, a 007. I'm not selling that SoFi under 14 on earnings day. Okay, good. Gary's in the house. Soup Gary, yes, the buying volume is too high. Hey, Mark, is this the earnings SoFi goes to $21? It could be. And I'm not kidding you guys. You laugh and you think that this is nuts, but you don't know what kind of surprise Anthony Noto is going to throw out there. But the one thing you do know about Anthony Noto is this. He will always under-promise. Okay, he's always going to under-promise, and he's always going to over-deliver, baby. Yeah. I mean, he's delivering, and he's always doing it that. And I'd rather have a CEO who keeps doing that than one that keeps over-promising and under-delivering people. Trust me, you do not want to own something like that, okay? Yeah, I'm not joking either. I'm not joking about 21. Why do you think I already have sell orders on SoFi that I have to put in every 90 days at $39? Because I honestly believe that on a spike, SoFi's going to shoot and go all the way up to who knows how on news of a major partnership. Listen, I'm not the only one that thinks this either, folks. There are others that think SoFi is ultimate, prime, and ready to be gobbled up and partnered by some huge corporation that wants to get into the fintech space. And one of those is Apple. And if you think I'm joking about that, you'd be wrong, because there's some connections between Apple and SoFi as well that you may or may not be aware of. And because of what would be considered, I think, insider information, I can't say. But if you want to do your own research and find out what the connection is between Apple and SoFi, go ahead. But at any rate, what I'm getting at here, folks, this is the reason, and I have always told people that are on my channel that own SoFi, put your sell orders in extremely high, double where it is now. Because I'm going to say this once again, when SoFi's news breaks about something big coming down, I mean really big, that people just don't know. And also, let me point out another thing. SoFi's membership level has been rising and rising and rising. And folks, you just will not find any other bank in the legacy, grandma banks that have been around for decades. You won't find a single one of them with the growth rate of SoFi. Not one of them. As a matter of fact, they're all buying SoFi stock. They downgrade it like Morgan Stanley. The next thing you know, they don't have 58 million. Now they got 115 million. Then they just downgraded it again recently, and they went from 115 million to over 205 million. So these guys are experts at downgrading and buying SoFi on the drop that when they downgrade. But did you see that last downgrade from Timothy Schwitzer? Not a peep out of anyone about his downgrade. When on his previous downgrade, they broadcast out. I counted over 26 different news outlets talked about Timothy Schwitzer's last downgrade. And this one last week, nothing. Not a thing. Why? Why not? Who will be their next errand boy? Who will be their next one that downgrades that they'll broadcast over? Because he got his one-time shot, and that was when the price was down in the 6s, and he downgraded it. Now it's up to a 12 or whatever. He's out of it. So no one's listening to him anymore. Now they got to find another one. They got to find another 0-star rated analyst. I bought the dip this month and are greedy at the moment. I hear you. Yep. Cat's in uniform today. LOL. Yeah. Noto seems to be getting a little more aggressive, which I think is a good thing too. Yes, indeed. And I want you to know, and you may or may not already know this too, but Anthony Noto is a man of military experience. He was graduated one of the top of his class from a military academy, and he is definitely of capable mental mind to be aggressive and know how to be assertive and how to also move forward with caution. You don't want to just expose yourself to attacks from any flank or get yourself encircled or drawn in because something looks... He's very conservative, and I like it. And now, the genius of his plan is really all coming together with the use of other people's money. And the biggest thing that changed for SoFi, and I started seeing all these index funds rolling in on it and buying and accumulating and increasing portfolios by 100%, many of them. Fidelity, I showed you all those index funds that have been buying in and how much. I mean, huge increases to their portfolios, a lot of them over 100%. So you better be able to read that writing on the wall. Follow the daggum money, people. It's as simple as that. Man, I'm so excited right now. I couldn't even hold myself back. My wife said she had to go in and into town, and I said, man, I'm going to jump on here. And I made this killer CapCut video that I can't put up because I'm using some extra features, like outlining letters and stuff. Someone said if I took the text, I'm going to play this one more time for you that I made today. I took an hour and a half, 2 hours to make this, and then they won't let me export it. But I'm going to play it all for you. Screw them. Here we go right now. Well, good morning. Good morning. It is Catfish Tyler, 11 standard time, talking about SoFi and tomorrow, and of course the day after, earnings. What we're going to expect. And I was listening to our buddy Tevis here recently, and he seems pretty positive, and I'm thinking pretty much the same way he does, that we're going to see a great blowout earnings with a little bit of surprise here and there. But anyway, I want to just talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want you to think about selling SoFi when it hits its high tomorrow. And the reason I want you to do that is because tomorrow, the following day, on earnings day, SoFi is either going to tank right out of the beginning where you can buy it at the low, or they're going to run it up high at the morning as soon as the bell rings after that great news on the earnings, and then they're going to tank it. All right, one way or the other, 90 times out of 100, SoFi gets tanked after earnings run up. Okay, so we're going to take advantage of that, and we are going to be making a lot of money on it too, folks. We are not going to miss this opportunity. So let's just get with it. And let's make some big money tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you 8:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catfish Tyler, over and out. So that's the video that I put together. I even put in that cool background music, you know, like the breaking news music, you know, and dadgummit, I couldn't post the dang thing. So I said, well, if they're not going to let me post my doggone video, I'm just going to go up live. Right? So I did. Should we short SoFi on earnings day? Yes, you should. Yeah, Just wait and see what it does. Wait and see what it does. You'll see when it starts falling. And and by the way, don't get caught in a double run up, you know, where they yank it down a little and then up. You don't want to short there at that first up. You want to wait. You might see two periods where they pull it down and then up and then down. Then it goes off. You know, they might try twice to stop it, but the third time resistance just shoves it right on up. So don't get caught. But on that third time, when it hits the top, then that's where you want, when you see that pullback, look for your first small short there. Don't go heavy, because again, they could do it even higher, and it could go even higher. So don't get caught. Anytime that either you're buying when they're driving something down, you nibble and then nibble a little bit and nibble as it drops. And the same thing applies when you're shorting as it rises. You don't want to go all at once, because it might just go right on up, and it might just it just depends on the kind of earnings call we see. All right. So let's see, Jason, did I think you will be fine? Let's see. Can you play it again? Ad came up in the middle of it. Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll play it again. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. But silly thing won't let me put the doggone thing up. Stinks. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And I put a lot of time into this. I put a very long time into the production of this. And here it is for you right now. Now, let's go full screen. Let's go full screen. Maybe we can find a way to go full screen with it. There we go. Play full screen. Well, good morning. It is Catfish Tyler, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about SoFi and tomorrow, and of course the day after, earnings. What we're going to expect. And I was listening to our buddy Tevis here recently, and he seems pretty positive, and I'm thinking pretty much the same way he does, that we're going to see a great blowout earnings with a little bit of surprise here and there. But anyway, I want to just talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want you to think about selling SoFi when it hits its high tomorrow. And the reason I want you to do that is because tomorrow, the following day, on earnings day, SoFi is either going to tank right out of the beginning where you can buy it at the low, or they're going to run it up high at the morning as soon as the bell rings after that great news on the earnings, and then they're going to tank it. All right, one way or the other, 90 times out of 100, SoFi gets tanked after earnings run up. Okay, so we're going to take advantage of that, and we are going to be making a lot of money on it too, folks. We are not going to miss this opportunity. So let's just get with it, and let's make some big money tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you 8:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catfish Tyler, over and out. All right, so hopefully you guys could see that. I don't know how that turned out. But at any rate, hopefully you will be able to see it, and I'll see how that works out. Yeah, agreed, Serge. I'll short it right before they got their sack full. There you go, Ridiggity. That's right. Jason D, I want to buy more. They are slow on the AP development. The crypto should have been ready to go at a moment's notice. Instead, we hear about them hiring for it now. Yeah, I understand that there is some people that are, but listen, I want you to know from even way back when, crypto was not really making them huge amounts of revenue, okay, to start with. It wasn't It wasn't some massive moneymaker in the beginning. It wasn't. It wasn't. And when they decided to stop doing it because of regulatory reasons, it wasn't going to be the end for them by any means. They have got much bigger fish to fry than crypto, including all of these companies that now want to loan them money so that they can loan out their money. I mean, you got doggone Blue Owl, and then another one before that, which was Fortress. Fortress is a $5 billion company, but Blue Owl, folks, is a $500 billion company. And when you get that kind of attention coming to you, it only gets more focused towards SoFi. More eyes come to it when you've got big fish like that looking at SoFi, wanting to do business with them. And also, you have no idea how much that mitigates SoFi's risk. See, that's a game-changing scenario. And I got another chart I can show you right down here. Just let me reduce the size of my picture here again so I can get this out of the way, and I'm not taking up the whole screen. And I want to show you some other figures here that you might find interesting. So let's put this over this way. There we go. And now I'm going to show you some other figures. Yes, I think you'll find these interesting. So one of the things I noticed was the news about that deal with Fortress came out, I think it was probably in November of last year. And when that happened, something very interesting started happening after that. And I want to show you, I got this information all from, you can go find it all on Fintel. I got this all off of Fintel, okay? And I want you to see that suddenly in November, after November 19th, suddenly we started seeing, and November 25th, November 26th, we started seeing all of these index funds. Now, listen, I mark specifically index funds because index funds are not like a ETF. Index funds are not buying to get in and get out and in and out like ETFs do. They don't day trade at all, and they don't even swing trade at all. Index funds are permanent, pretty much. I mean, there are very, very few index funds that will invest in a stock and then get out. Very, very few. And if they do get out, it would be under extreme circumstances. So I'll show you right here. As a matter of fact, you can see all of these that came in. The few at the beginning got out. But after that, no one was getting out. And look at the number of shares they started increasing by. Instead of 18 and 18. And by the way, this is the percent value increase, okay? Look at the percent value increase here in December of some of these index funds. They were increasing by 52, 48, 50, 53, 48, 48. 40. Look at all these index funds here, folks. You've got BlackRock and you've got Fidelity, all these index funds, 58%, 54%. USMX, Knights of Columbus, 53%. And then suddenly, on January the 27th, something else happened, and SoFi got other people's attentions, and Vanguard, their Russell 1000 started coming in and adding 110% value. Vanguard here, 103%. Fidelity added 105%. Vanguard Russell 3000, 130%. Vanguard, why? Why are all these institutions, and by the way, they're index funds. Again, they're index funds, folks. These are not just ETFs or day traders. And look, none of them have sold out. You can go and look, you can still see all of these in there. They're still invested. And I'm telling you, man, there are big amounts coming in. 113, 140%, 82, 96, 72, 98, 93, 69, 101. Look at the increasing of these percentages. And again, all of this is verifiable information I got directly from Fintel. And I track all this stuff because I like to follow the money. And there's been even more index funds coming in lately. I haven't even updated this since April the 1st. But just look at all these coming in. Calvert for 117, 105. I mean, it's just insane, folks. Charles Schwab adding 50%. Charles Schwab here adding 49%. BlackRock adding 46%. And BlackRock here, 88%. You know these people know what they're doing. Look at Knights of Columbus on the 1st. Knights of Columbus, folks, these people are old. Most of them are old folks. They're not going to do anything crazy with their money. They're just not going to. Let me go see what you guys have to say about this. I got to put this here, and I should put this up on the TV so I can see what you guys are saying while I'm talking. Let me do this. Hold on a second. Let me put the stream up on the TV so I can see what you guys are saying here. There we go. Let's put this up on the television up there. So we can see what you're saying. See what you're saying in full screen. All right. There we go. I see you all now. 48 viewers on here with us right now. I want to thank you all for being here. Let's see. The Fed should cut 100 base points twice by the end of summer, according to the data. Powell's opinion on what tariffs may or may not do shouldn't be what he's basing his decision on. That's right. If so many have invested so much money, how come the stock hasn't risen? Honest question. The stock was $4.45. Now it's 3 times that much. When I started this channel, the price of SoFi was $4.45 a share. And by the way, just 8 months ago, the price of SoFi was $6 in August. August the 5th. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 8 months ago. Let's get on up here. I got some others. How long until SoFi banks crypto do you think back? How do you know when the high is in? I don't know what the high is going to be. That's why my sell orders go all the way up to $39. I have no idea how high it's going to go. All right, let's get down here. I'm not selling SoFi under 14. I hear you, James Bond. It's good. Mark, and it will be there. It's going to 14. It's just a matter of time. It's not a question of if, it's when. But in between then, it's going to go up, and it's going to swing back, and it's going to go up, and then pull back, and then up, and pull back, and I'll take advantage of all those. So you're right to hold it until 14. I just like to take advantage of the big pops and the big drops. And right now, it's been popping and dropping more than it ever has. That's another thing I keep track of here, and people know that. I keep track of how the difference is between the highs and the lows, okay? And lately, I mean, and I'm going to go back here in history, folks, to way back. SoFi used to only see, and this was back in August, and this is, again, when the lowest price was 601. Look at the volume each day, 24 million, 26 million, 27 million. And look at the price that would swing from where it opened, from the high to the low each day. And I keep track of it. The high was 667, the low 647, 20-cent swing. So when SoFi had 20 million shares a day trading, 17-cent swings, 16-cent swings. When SoFi started to pick up volume and got to 30 million, the price started to swing 20 cents, 28, 33, 35. That's better. SoFi's volume jumps up to 40 and 50 million, and all of a sudden 48-cent swings, and 39 and 49 and 42. That's looking better. But more recently, look at these swings, folks. On just 40 million shares, 84 cent swing, 38 million shares, an 81-cent swing. What's going on there? A 52 million share day, which used to get only a 38-cent swing, but now a 52 million share gets a $1.01 swing, and 54 million gets 98. Are you starting to get the picture? So I'm going to stress to you that it's getting more and more attractive. You got a 54 million share day here swinging 95 cents. That was on April the 2nd. You got a 72 million at $1.14, $1.34. And look at that, 91 million here on April the 7th. Look at the swing, $2.05. 2 days later, same volume, $2 again. So we're gonna see volume over 91 million on Tuesday, folks. Look for a possible $2 swing from the high to the low. Does that make sense? Of course it does. If it's going to be huge volume. And just keep in mind that, like I said, these swings are now recently capping off most of the time at 66 cents. So look at these most recent days, 411, 414, 415, 16, 17, 421, 2, 3. Look at these swings. Look how they're tightening up. 66 cents, 69 cents, 33 cents, 49, 46, 66, 62, 71, 60, 65. Folks, if you know how much the price is going to go up, and it's going to be basically from the high to the low, 60 cents each day, you don't think you can take that to your advantage to know that the swing is going to be 60 cents? And if it gets down near the low and it's just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there and it won't go any lower, that there you start buying it right there, and then it's going to probably go up 60 cents from the low. Hello? So you just got to make sure you get that low. Don't get caught. Don't get caught where you think it is and it sits sideways for a while and you buy right there. Oh, man, it's building a base here. It's going to go back up. No, they can sometimes woo. And then it's down here and then woo. Oh, man, a triple ta. Okay, so every time we're buying on what we think is the low, we're nibbling, okay? Very small increments, all right? But when we get the low and then it starts its rise, we know that it is going to go up 60 cents. If basically here during the last 2 weeks, it's been a 60-cent swing. And I do need to update this because this only goes up to 425, but at least you can see what I mean here. Folks, the swing right now is basically 60 cents a day, 66 cents, 65, 67, 69, 62. I like to show all this stuff to you. Of course, many of you have already seen all this before, but I just wanted to jump on here today to tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow. So tomorrow, SoFi is going to come out, and tomorrow, SoFi is going to, right out of the gate, be attacked down. We look for that first low, and we nibble. Or tomorrow, right out of the gate, the bell rings and it starts to ascend, and they are buying, folks. They're going to buy it up, and they're going to push it up, and they're going to run it up, and they're going to reach a number they've already decided on. And in fact, they might decide on it tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. So when I get up, one of the first things I'm going to do is go over and look at the pre-market data and see how high was SoFi in the morning pre-market, or how low did they take it down at 4 a.m. Because a lot of times they get their predetermined numbers at very early times in the morning before you and I get up. They'll already do their research, and they'll already run it up to the high that they're going to try to get that day. They do all their testing in the early morning sometimes. So folks, I advise you to look every morning at the pre-market data and see what the low and the high was in the morning, because sometimes that can tell you where they're going to run it up to during the day and where you should be selling just below. I'm just using my 64 years worth of trading experience, folks. You can take it or leave it. Let's see here. Good afternoon, Barrio dos States. Cat's putting in some OT today. That's right, Mark. Sure would be nice, Gary. SoFi seems to be bit biting on all cylinders. Mark and Hizzy. Let's see here. Mark. Hey, Mark, is this the earnings? SoFi goes to 21. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Gary Inford says it sure does. Cat's putting in some OT today. I got it. All right. We're reading on down. How do you know when the high is? I'm just going to be telling by watching. Selling before earnings day if you're a history buff. Yes, that's right. Yes, that is correct. But you sell, you don't sell all of it before earnings day. You sell half at least. Because on earnings day, it'll sometimes go shooting up right at the beginning just for a little, and then whoa. And I don't know, we could see such an unbelievable earnings that all we see on Tuesday with the earnings is just coming out and going on up. And folks, you just keep buying in then. That's all you do then. You just buy as the wave rides it up, and then we'll be waiting, and we'll hit that bell and we'll say, let's get out now. All right, and we know the numbers that they'll normally take it up to, so we'll be watching closely, and we'll pick the right times. And even when we get out, we're not going to sell everything either. We're just going to sell small increments and watch and wait a little while. We're going on up. Okay, boop, let's take out a little more. Oh, she's still rising. Boop, we'll take out some more. No buying going on unless we just want to trail up behind it, and stay behind it, 10 cents down or 8 cents down below with our buy orders. And every once in a while, when they dump a few, we catch a couple. But man, it's going to be an exciting day either way. Tomorrow's going to be fun. The day after is going to be even funner. All right, I promise you, folks, we're going to make money on this. Yep. Let's see here. Let me get on down here and see what other people are saying. Let's see. Catfish is on it. I can't wait. Yep, that's right. Yep. Leader saying, if it goes to 4 or 6, I'm going to have a SoFi index fund myself. SoFi is bipolar. Let's go, baby. Direction and stay there. So go happy direction and stay there. Accord 11. I've been bashing SoFi lately. I want to see some Fast and Furious from the next few weeks. Let's go. No. Yes. Anyone watching RZLV? Well, I'll write it down now and we'll watch it. RZLV. We'll look at it. Tomorrow morning. But anyway, folks, I wanted to say thank you because I wanted to find out how do I get rid of this CapCut issue not being able to export the video I worked on this morning. Because, man, I put a lot of time on this. Man, I thought it was so cool when I figured out I could do all this. And I was like, oh, wow, look at this. I can put this there. And, oh, I can do this. And, oh, no, I can do this. And I can do that. And, oh. And then, nothing. It was so depressing. It was so depressing, everyone, to see that I couldn't do anything. I'm going to back this up a little and see if you guys could just see what I showed you on the screen when I was trying to show you my pictures. See here. Going back, looking up here. Hold on a second, folks. Just give me a second here. Oh, wow. I got this thing full screen now. Hold on. There it is. Hey, there it is right there. There's the video I just got through showing all of you guys. Oh. Uh-oh. Hey, I'm looking now at the video that I created, and you guys, I can show it. I can see you guys could actually see it. I probably should have turned the light off overhead when I showed you the video. For those of you that don't know about it, I made a very cool video today on CapCut, but they wouldn't let me export it because I guess I was using some advanced features. So, they wouldn't let me export this video, and this is what I was going to do today. I was just going to export a video. I was not going to come on live. I was just going to export this cool CapCut video that I made, and I'll show it to you all now. And I'm going to turn off the back television, and this will be the last time I show this video. But here it is right here for your viewing pleasure. And sorry I couldn't actually post it. Well, good morning. It is Catfish Tyler, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about SoFi and tomorrow, and of course the day after, earnings. What we're going to expect. And I was listening to our buddy Tevis here recently, and he seems pretty positive, and I'm thinking pretty much the same way he does, that we're going to see a great blowout earnings with a little bit of surprise here and there. But anyway, I want to just talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want you to think about selling SoFi when it hits its high tomorrow. And the reason I want you to do that is because tomorrow, the following day, on earnings day, SoFi is either going to tank right out of the beginning where you can buy it at the low, or they're going to run it up high at the morning as soon as the bell rings. after that great news on the earnings, and then they're going to tank it. All right, one way or the other, 90 times out of 100, SoFi gets tanked after earnings run up. Okay, so we're going to take advantage of that, and we are going to be making a lot of money on it too, folks. We are not going to miss this opportunity. So let's just get with it, and let's make some big money tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you 8:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catfish Tyler, over and out. All right, so that is the video that I produced that I wanted to show everyone today and put up on YouTube, but I wasn't able to export it. And but that's it. I did want to share it with all of you so you can see. At least I'm trying to make it cool videos that look good and will get a lot of people's attention. And I give it all. I give it all I got every day, folks. I really do. And trying to get people's attention on SoFi. And so that's going to be it for me, I guess, today. Let me just put this picture back up on the TV screen now, since I got through showing that, and I can see what it looks like. What you guys just saw just then. I'll get to see what it looks like. And so everybody, I'm I'm trying to get this channel to be more and more and more successful as we move along here. And as I get up to the current time now, let's go all the way forward here. And I'm looking now at the other screen there. There it is. And I will be ready tomorrow. Yes. Yes. See what you guys just saw there on that video. Let me back this up a little bit. Okay. So I can see what you guys are seeing right now. It actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent up there. And I know a lot of people do watch me on the full screen television, and so I appreciate that. And so I hope that just now I had the doggone video screen up big enough where you could all see it. And but anyway, hey, now I can't even see your chats anymore because I'm just watching my stream. But hopefully you will be able to see everything, and it is working properly. It looks like it is, sort of. And let's put this back down. I got it on full screen. I don't need it on full screen. There we go. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. ELF, EL, and NKE all beaten down. Dogs, lots of upside. Okay, cool, guys. Nice. And I'm trying to see something here. Just give me a second, you guys. Thank you for being a friend. I'd like to thank you all for being my friend here today. And I know there's been lots of times you've had to put through all kinds of bullshit here on this here channel. And dadgummit, I just showed the screen and you can see it, but I did it in the small format. I am such a dumbass. Oh, caramba merde. Let's try it again. One more time, dummy, stupid old Catfish Tyler. Let's show him this thing one more time, and let's just see if you can show him so you can get credit for what you did today, dadgummit. So here we go. I'm going to show you the video one more time that I created so you guys can see it. Gosh dang. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Going to turn off the reflective television one more time so this looks really good for you guys. I'm going to show it to you now. Here we go. And action. And action. Well, good morning. It is Catfish Tyler, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about SoFi and tomorrow, and of course the day after, earnings. What we're going to expect. And I was listening to our buddy Tevis here recently, and he seems pretty positive, and I'm thinking pretty much the same way he does, that we're going to see a great blowout earnings with a little bit of surprise here and there. But anyway, I want to just talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want you to think about selling SoFi when it hits its high tomorrow. And the reason I want you to do that is because tomorrow, the following day, on earnings day, SoFi's either going to tank right out of the beginning where you can buy it at the low, or they're going to run it up high at the morning as soon as the bell rings after that great news on the earnings, and then they're going to tank it, all right? One way or the other,
90 times out of 100, SoFi gets tanked after earnings run up. Okay, so we're going to take advantage of that, and we are going to be making a lot of money on it too, folks. We are not going to miss this opportunity. So let's just get with it, and let's make some big money tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you 8:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catfish Tyler, over and out.
All right, so finally we got it up there where you guys could probably see that. Let's turn the television back on up here again. And sometimes I have to question my intelligence or lack thereof. Let's put this back down. Boom, there we go there. And we're back up. And hopefully now you'll be able to see that. Yep. Let's see here. Not buffering today. Hey, yeah, good. So are we selling most tomorrow because it could tank on earnings day? Yes. But it's first most likely going to run up after the earnings announcement to an exhilarated high, and then we're going to sell it there on earnings day. But the day before earnings, we're going to sell at least half in case they do it the other way and they run it down as soon as the news comes out. Sell on the news. We can't go wrong, folks, if we have half of our money sold tomorrow on tomorrow's high. We can't go wrong. All right? We can't go wrong, in my opinion. Because if we sell half or whatever amount you decide you want to do, a third or a quarter or even 3/4, whatever you decide, folks, on the high tomorrow, then we can wait and be patient with all that money the next morning for an immediate drop on the news, which if it's so mind-blowing, some people might want to get in on it so bad they'll sell all the shares they've got to get the price down to $7. I mean, if it's mind-blowing, it might not be the best thing, because if institutions want in there, folks, then it can get kind of treacherous. I'm telling you. All right? It can. Because, oh, my mom is calling. Let's talk to Mom. Hello?
Hello there. Is this my son I'm talking to?
Well, it sure enough is, and you're talking to him in the presence of a bunch of other people. We've had 228 listeners here right now. I'm talking about the big day coming up for all of us SoFi stockholders tomorrow.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Tomorrow is a big, big day, because the following day, Mom, we are going to have SoFi with an earnings call that I think is going to just blow people's minds. So over the last week, in the last 2 weeks or so, SoFi's gone from $9, $10 all the way up to $13 almost. We're just doing real good here. And we're talking right now about the game plan for tomorrow, what we're going to do tomorrow. But we want to But we want to talk to you too. And everybody says hi to you. Oh, it's my mom, everybody. This is Queen.
Well, say hello to everybody.
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
Who's listening. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're all listening, all right. And they are all going to show some love your direction, I'm sure, because they've never had you on here with us before in the tank. And so, hey, how about some love?
Oh.
Yeah, everybody's. Oh, and LB says hi, Mom, and we got a bunch of people here with us. Kimberly, Gary Edwards, LB. We got. Oh yes, hello, Mama Fish. Well, I go by the name Catfish, so they're.
I know, yeah.
So wow, it's so neat.
Exciting times.
Oh yeah, everybody's so excited. So how have you been doing?
Doing just well. I've been at this new place in Lake Wales for the last week, and just trying to settle in here and get used to things.
Yeah.
And, it's a beautiful place. Jenny has gone to a lot of trouble to make sure that it would be a place that was, well, almost like a show place. It's a beautiful place.
Awesome.
So when you're next in Winter Haven, of course, you will certainly have to come and visit us.
Oh, you bet I'm going to. Yes. Yep.
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 And
Yep.
I'm still back and forth from here to New Smyrna. I will be going back there first week of May for a couple of weeks, and so it's nice to have the two places and Pine Tree too. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and you can't forget about Orcas Island.
Oh, I won't forget about Orcas Island, and I'll be spending only about 3 weeks there, but it'll be a busy time. Aunt Doris and Uncle Don are coming.
Oh.
Patrick and his family will be there, and of course Lauren Ward and Megan and Ryan and kids, and so it will be a family time.
All right, all right. Hey, we got other people want to say hi to you. TM, we got LB. LB says, "Hug your mama tight." Oh my.
Well, thank you for all those hugs.
Yeah,
Yes,
VZ Rover. Did she drop you on your head, Cat, and then you started buying SoFi?
Oh, man.
Yep.
Well, you did have a little bump on your head when you were born.
Yes, that's right. Mom said my brain was just too big for the capacity of my skull.
That's
Yeah.
it. They were just puffing out. Right.
By the way, LB said, "Hug your mama tight." Says mine passed day after Christmas. Our prayers are with you. Our thoughts are with you. And
oh goodness, yes.
Yes.
So very sorry for that loss. Yeah, that's a big loss.
Mark is asking, is Mom Cat buying some SoFi? Kimberly says, "Happy early Mother's Day." And
thank you. Yes, that's coming up soon. So yeah, I'll be with Laura on Mother's Day, and that'll be a good time. But we'll talk to you again probably on Mother's Day.
Oh, super. Mark says your mom sounds young, Cat. Yeah, she had me when she was only like 13, I think, and yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
My goodness, we're going to go have dinner with Jenny tonight, and she's only 10 minutes away. So, all of Tom's family lives here. So, and plus Alex, who lives in Winter Haven too. So, so it's a familiar place.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. And I heard. Go ahead.
They have 1,800 units here.
Yes.
And 3,000 people.
Wow. Wow.
So we have a lot of neighbors.
There you go.
A lot of neighbors.
Right? And do you have a golf cart?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Okay.
And we got lost in it. The time Tom was taking me around. Yeah. Well, right. We have a very nice restaurant where we ate last night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all very, very nice, very different from Pine Tree for sure. And certainly different from New Smyrna Beach. But
Mark says your mom stays very active. Sounds like that's great. Oh, you wouldn't believe her getting around, man. There is no moss growing under my mom's feet, folks. There is no doubt about it. She is full out. And everybody's wishing you happy Mother's Day. And anyway.
Good. That's wonderful. And you all have a wonderful time tomorrow. And I will hear all about it, I'm sure.
Oh, okay? Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you for calling and keeping in touch with me and letting me know how good things are.
Yep, that's right. And we will talk to you again soon and fill you in on other details. All right?
Yep. And then the next time I won't be on here goofing around.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think your son has told me that he tunes into to your whatever you call it.
Yeah, live stream. Yep. Yeah, he's been there every day. He's listening in and he's been trading with me. He's been making money.
That is amazing.
Yes.
And he said of his dad, he is hilarious. And I said, yeah, don't you so? Oh man. Okay, Dawn, I'll let you go and we'll talk to you again soon.
Love you. And give Tom a hug too.
And give my love to Cheryl.
We'll do that and give Tom a hug for me too.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye, darling.
Bye. You guys have no idea. I am the luckiest guy in the world. You wouldn't believe how wonderful my parents have been in my lifetime. It's just been fabulous. And I see where you get your energy from, Kat. Yes, indeed. And my mother can play the piano like nobody's business. And she doesn't play any notes. She can't read. She doesn't sight read. She plays by ear. And she can read a little bit of music. She can read music, but she's better on her own. The same way with me and my saxophone, or the guitar. I really prefer to just kind of not read the music. I want to just play what comes to me naturally. And if you didn't know that, I do have a lot of music on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music, and some people have been listening a lot. I went last night and checked it out, and I saw, wow, I couldn't believe how many people were listening to me in this last month. So a lot of people have apparently been tuning in, and I want to say thank you for going to your Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and searching Tyler Self and subscribing. I see my subscriptions have been going up, and it makes money, folks. It really does help, and other people hear my music. And that's cool, because the more you listen and if you subscribe, then more is sent out to other listeners. So it's just the same way as YouTube. You know how algorithms work. But so I invite you to come over, check my playlist. You'll find over 125 songs in my playlist on YouTube with videos with many of them. And some of them are hilarious, and some of them are good, and some of them are meh. But you can just fast forward to the next one, folks. When you're listening to my playlist, just move right on to the next one if you don't like one or the other. I have all kinds of flavoring in my music, believe me. There is no style. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much going to lock it up. I would have survived this far without my mama. I hear you, LB. Yep, we all got our mothers to be thankful. Many, 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 many of us. So listen, folks, that's just what I wanted to share with you. I put together this CapCut video. I was very happy with the way it all turned out, and I was going to post it on YouTube, but couldn't do it. So I said, you know what? I'm still going to get a way to play this video to my viewers, and so they'll know about what my thoughts are on earnings day. And those are my thoughts. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right, everybody, let's get on out of here. You guys have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. And I want to thank you all for being here. Very, very, your channel has kept me going. Don't know where I'd be today without something to look forward to. Oh, thank you, LB. I appreciate that, man. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. I really am. I'm very grateful. All right, everybody, let me get on my way. You guys have a great day. All 35 of you that are here listening to me right now, God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great evening, whatever it is you're involved in. Yep. Same cat channel. That's right. That's right. Same cat time, same cat station tomorrow, 8:48 a.m. We'll see all of you guys. And thank you for joining me in the stream today. It's been fun here in the tank. All right. I'm going to get on out of here. Bye-bye, everybody. Like I said, hope that you are surrounded with love, because you, each and every one of you, deserve it. No doubt about it. All right. Yep. VZ Rover. Catch you later. Yep. Mark. Yep. Gary Edwards. Thank you. Yep. Everybody. Appreciate it. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm on out of here. Thanks for joining in with me today. Toodles. End stream. Oop, thanks for the heart. Oh, there's a heart on for... Well, I got to put a heart on for you before I leave. And we got to do a little song. There's a heart on for you and a heart on for me. There's a heart on for everybody to see. There's a heart on the screen, if you know what I mean. There's a heart on for you and a heart on for me. There's a heart on for you and a heart on for me. There's a heart on the screen for everybody to see. All right. I am out of here, everybody. Thank you for all of those wonderful hearts. words on the screen. Bye-bye. I love you guys. See you.